Pleasure.
Okay, so that will do for Sundays then. Please, so anything from here is for 10:30 Sunday night onwards, and we'll start with Tom Colomossi, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Tom.
Can I ask you what you made of Maddison's performance, please? When we spoke to you at the end of last season, you said the one thing any player can control is his fitness. What did you make of that and his performance today, and what that might offer for the rest of the season?
Yeah, no, like all the other players, I thought he was excellent in the period he was there. One or two of them, he just felt the calves tighten up, which is totally natural, at this stage of the season. But no, he was a wonderful link for us in the game. You see how he takes the ball. He got us turned. He made some great passes, and tactically he was good in the game because they really challenge you in that aspect. So yeah, I thought he was excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt Reid, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
A lot of clubs are shopping around at the moment. I'm sure yourself included. You're watching the market, but in the hunt for goal scorers, Leicester seem to be pretty blessed in that department. Only one goal today, obviously, but how strong is this squad as far as the number of positions where you're hoping and expecting players to be scoring multiple goals this season, and how does it compare with all the squads you've managed over the years?
No, listen, you just try to improve each year. I think that's our notion at the club. We brought in Patson, young, hungry player. He comes in with a winning mentality, comes in, he's a natural goal scorer. And if you're going to compete to and go the distance in tournaments, then you need to have a strong squad. So I felt the last couple of years, if you look at how we finished, it's just been really unfortunate. The players have been outstanding, but then we lose some key players, and our squad's not deep enough. So in terms of that quality to replace, so we've tried to bring in 3 players that will allow us to do that, and Ryan and Buba and Patson, and so they've settled in very, very well, and I think all 3 players will really contribute for us over the season.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, let's go to Matt Dunn, please.
Hi, Brennan. Congratulations again. Just back on James Maddison. It wasn't that long ago that we were talking about James Maddison or Jack Grealish, either or for the big stars for England, sort of on a level. And obviously Jack's career has skyrocketed since then, and James has had, like we said, a few injury concerns. How big a season can this be for James? And should he take some sort of inspiration from what's happened to Jack's career in the last sort of 12 months?
I think they're both close. They're both very talented players. But like you say, it's been unfortunate for James. He suffered with a number of injuries, which has sort of curtailed his progress. But yeah, this will be a big year for him. Try and maintain that fitness. You need a little bit of luck with that as well. But you see in the likes of today, he's working so hard for the team. You see his quality, how he takes the ball, and his eye for the last pass. He's a wonderful talent. So yeah, all he can do is play to the highest level consistently for Leicester, and then see where it takes him.
In terms, very specifically, in terms of talent, is it a fair comparison to make between the 2 players?
No, I think.
Are they ever seen standing?
No, I think stylistically we're the same as they're both creators. But I would say they're both totally different. One's a dribbler, one commits people on the sides. James is more central, and he's more a passer. So yeah, they're both creative players, but stylistically they're very different.
Okay, we'll go to Graham Bryce and we'll finish with James Nursey. So Graham first, please.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Thanks, Graham.
That's the last 3 times you've been here, you've won now. You said that you wanted to bring in winners in the summer, and this game was heading towards penalties. You've had so many problems with defensive injuries. Does that show a character about your team today? Is that what you want to see from them for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I have never any doubts in that aspect. I think this is a team that will keep fighting, keep going right to the very end. I think we showed that last year in our record, last 15 minutes. I think we were one of the top teams in terms of scoring goals late. So that's a great tribute to the mindset that we look to create here. And so we were always going to push. Last 20 minutes we made attacking changes to try and win the game. And the players then have that mentality to keep pushing, keep fighting. And eventually we got the penalty and Kel's finished it really well.
Do you feel that the team's getting into that winning habit? There's been a lot made about the last day, the last couple of seasons, just missing out in the Champions League. Do you see a progression?
Yeah, listen, we might miss out on the Champions League again this season. If you think if you're looking over the course of all the other teams, then we should finish 8th, 9th place. So these players are emphatically overachieving, and if we had a squad that could challenge right to the very end, then of course that would be great. But that's very difficult for a club like ourselves. But I think what we're showing is that we are progressing and we're being competitive, and like you see the likes of what Manchester City have, the squad and what they can do in terms of bringing in players. We're not at that level. But it doesn't mean we can't fight, we can't achieve, and that's what we've always tried to have since I've come in, and thankfully the players are really grasping that, and they come here with a confidence that they can get a victory against any team.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, let's finish with James Nursey then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, James.
Obviously, when you look back on last season, I'm sure you consider it a success with the FA Cup win. But as you alluded to yourself earlier, when resources got stretched towards the end, you maybe just fell away those last couple of league games. Matt Upson, the pundit, was saying he perhaps felt with that in mind it was important to get it out of the system and get this win today. Do you think is that fair? Can this be helpful?
Not really. No, I think we were all probably really disappointed and a little bit numb after the last game. I think if you look at it logically, you see what we had to do in the last numbers of games. It was tough for us without Harvey and Johnny and Wesley getting injured against Tottenham. But we'll always aim to be better. We'll always aim to improve. And we came back pre-season with a real good attitude to continue our progress, continue fighting against these big teams, and making it really, really difficult for them. And I think we will continue to do that this season. Where does that take us? Let's wait and see. I've said since I come in, our aim is can we be in European football each season whilst I'm here, and that will be our challenge again this year.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.